Joining me here is the gold medalist from the Olympiad, Hari Krishna. Hello, Hari.
Hi everyone. Hi.
Hari, it's been roughly a week now since India
Yeah.
won the gold medal at the Olympiad. It has been like euphoric. Everyone's been talking about it. How has your life been?
Well, actually, first few hours or maybe even first couple of days, I mean, entire feeling hasn't sunk in because, when you know that you are going to win is one feeling, but when you actually win it, it's a totally different feeling. And I mean, it's so. To win gold medal and at the same time double gold, it's just a feeling which it's really amazing feeling for me. And well, afterwards, I got to go home and meet my daughter. Basically, I told her when she came to Budapest. Actually, my wife and my daughter came, and I said,
Oh,
"Okay, yeah, they were there I think until round 8. So they were there."
oh wow.
And then okay, she said, okay, you need to come on Monday to pick me up from school. So and the reason I am saying this is, yeah, I mean, definitely, I out of I mean, it's just a dream for me for so many years. And words are not enough to describe the amount of happiness I feel after winning the gold. And yeah, how life changed. I, went to the school to pick my daughter as I promised, and and that's how it is. Yeah.
Not with the gold medal.
Yes, I showed her. I showed her.
Uh-huh.
Generally, like when I win some gold, I mean some medal, I usually give it to her, and she's
Wow.
like, "Wow, yeah, exactly." That's like, wow, daddy. Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, I just
So
reacted like Maya.
yeah. So it's this feeling.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, it's just. I cannot really describe in words.
I also feel that team competition is something that is very close to your heart because you have been a team player for years, not just for India, but in any league that you play. I think you've been a constant in that team for many years, be it like the Spanish league or for Turkish league or there are so many Czech league like
Bundesliga, Czech League,
Bundesliga.
French League, and so on. Yeah, yeah.
So somehow you have, would you call yourself like a very team player?
Definitely, I do enjoy. I mean, of course, winning. Winning is quite important to me, and to give my best for the team. But at the same time, also the bonding and the team atmosphere is very important, I believe. And it's how you support each other in a team that matters the most in order to win any kind of league or any team event. And yeah, I'm fortunate to be part of many nice clubs where um, I have many friends, and we have nice memories outside of chess as well. So basically, these memories help you when you are low. When you are going good, basically you don't need
Mhm.
much of a support. So the good moments actually help you when you are extremely stressed or nervous, or something is not going well. And yeah, that's how I see it, the team competitions in general. Because one thing I would like to point is, like, let's say in football, for example, in a way it's more like the strategy is more towards one particular, like everyone has to play with one football, right? So in chess, for example, you have your own chess game, and the results count. So many people wonder, okay, you just play on your game and you win. So what is so important, like, to have all this? The reason is, like, often you need to understand how much risk you need to take. And when the match is heading towards a draw, how do you take risk, like, you just can't take risk just like that.
Mm,
And I have I mean, many times I took many risks, of course. Most of the time it worked out, but sometimes it didn't work out as well, because then you lose rating.
right.
And these are the things, but overall it has been very nice so far with the team competitions. I think I won many leagues across the globe.
Yeah, I
So
think you've
uh,
almost won
yeah,
almost all the leagues, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
I would like all the strongest leagues, yes. Perhaps, I mean, Olympiad medal was the only medal which was missing
Missing.
in my team career. And I mean, world team, Asian team, Asian games, and Asian indoor, or everything. I got medal. Well, not I got medal, but I managed to win a medal for India. That's
Right.
the right way to put it. And then, so with this medal, that also fulfilled, and I'm happy that it's quite different, when you play for your country and with the club, because in the club you have different players from different countries. So it's quite a different game, because each of them has a different, let's say, mindset and so on. So you have to somehow coordinate and understand. Whereas it's a little bit, or to large extent, easier when you are playing for your country, because you understand each other
Mm.
much easier. And yeah, you can see the videos. I don't have to explain further. So
Yeah, the closing ceremony videos were just outstanding. I think the entire world were like in awe of, like, the camaraderie, the friendship. Of course, the happiness was there, but I could feel it right from day one. Like when I came to the hotel, and somehow all five of you were downstairs. I could already sense that here was a team where no one was like having any bad sort of feelings for each other. It was all very positive.
absolutely. And actually, what you saw in the closing ceremony is maybe not the maximum fun, because probably our team meetings and like the meals and other stuff, we had also a lot of fun. Of course, when the event is over, you are much more relaxed in the sense. So yeah, definitely we had a very nice understanding. And I mean, what to say? There's absolutely no complaints, or nothing to add on this. So you summed it up quite well.
Yeah, this was your 11th Olympiad, right? 11th over the board Olympiad that you
Yeah,
played.
exactly. I think 11th. Yeah,
Yes,
11th, and two Olympiads I played
online.
online. Yeah.
And 11th, that means that you've played with so many different kinds of players in the team, right from
Yes.
Vishy Anand to Shashi Kiran to Surya Ganguly, I believe Abhijit Kunte, even the previous generation, Praveen Tipse, Dibyendu Barua, perhaps them
Yeah.
also you've played with. What did you
Yeah.
feel is like the factor that was different in this team, that the gold medal became possible, and that too in with such a big margin of 4 points?
So just to give in comparison, instead of other players, I would compare, like, with the same team in Asian Games we played, and we could only win a silver medal.
Hmm.
Uh,
Behind
we
Iran.
had, yeah, behind Iran. But then you, of course, each player has improved in strength, understanding, and also cope up with, how to handle the team situation, etc., etc. And the one thing which this team is different in the sense, like, it's obviously stronger, like, there is no doubt in this. I mean, I won't deny that we have really three candidates, three players from the candidates playing in the team, of course, and then you have Arjun, and okay, yeah, on reserve board, if you have me, it's already a very good news. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I think it's just a strong team, and I feel that for many Olympiads, I was waiting for such a thing to happen, in the sense, like, you can shuffle any player on any board, you know, and it finally happened, and I'm very happy that, like, you basically can put any four players in any board, and
Mm.
it won't be like, big difference, as in, like, one player is like 100 points or 150 points difference in terms of rating. And then, of course, the hunger, in the sense, I believe, or I can say that the bitter moments of missing out on the gold medal for Team India in 2022.
Mm.
That kind of, maybe at the back of our mind, this, we had to win it in Chennai, kind of a thing, but we missed it, and there is no room for any kind of mistake, or in the sense, no excuse, simply, like, just support each other and go with the positive attitude. I don't know if Srinath told, or we had this fun moment, like, a star for the player who played a good game,
Ah,
like,
yes, yes, that was told to me in.
he told you. Okay, so
But
I can tell.
yes,
I can tell. So basically, it was quite hard. It was quite hard to choose.
to whom to give this star for a player
Yes.
of the day. But it was also very uh, tricky, no? Like because if you give to one, someone else might get upset and so on.
Exactly. So that's not the case.
Mm.
And we, of course, it's definitely an appreciation for the player who played, but it does not undermine the other players' effort on that day. And we were very, very clear, and I believe that is the point, because it's not like, oh, but I played such a wonderful game, why did the star go to him, you understand, right?
Right.
So that hasn't been the case, so you can understand what kind of understanding we had even before the tournament has begun,
Mm.
like, let's say there were days when Arjun, Gukesh, and Vidit, on the same day, they played very convincing victories, like Gukesh wins a fantastic tactic or something, then Arjun quickly wins, and things like that. So it's quite hard to choose, and I believe on the rest day, perhaps one of the coaches got so. So I mean, for this Wei end game, we were like, maybe we should give more than one star. But then I was like, at the end, I was like, okay, maybe better not to disturb the tradition, and let's go with the one star,
Nice.
and it was really like, it's such a easygoing attitude we had in team meetings, and there was not a single day like, oh, but this player plays this, or what should I do, nothing like this. So we just decide, and then we help each other, and that's it. So there is no doubt or no questions regarding anything.
Wow. Also, I think when Gukesh entered after playing that Wei end game, there was some standing ovation in the room.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. It. I mean, he really deserved that one, and the that win is particularly very important. Like for I mean, firstly, we didn't win that many times against China in the past, of course, and also it would have broken the momentum. Not that it will change everything, but like we were going nicely, and this was actually one of the toughest
Yes,
matches we had, and they were pretty solid on every board.
correct.
And uh, after this match, I believe that this is our gold.
Wow, very cool there. And Hari, you played 3 games. I wanted to go through a couple of critical moments in those games with you.
Were there?
Yes, yes, some very nice moments. In fact,
Okay,
I
okay.
I remember
Let's check.
that there was the second game, which was very interesting. I think we will first go to the first round game.
Sure.
I believe that this finish was very cute.
Yeah.
Take,
And
and then this
B3.
B3 move.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think,
I think my opponent was staying quite passive for a long time. And I mean, usually this is not something I would recommend to any player. Like this is a misconception. Just you stay passive and you can hold against a stronger player. Usually, it's a wrong approach, in my opinion. You win or lose, it's better to just fight and lose than to just stay solid.
right. And I think the main point being he cannot take this
Mhm.
pawn because of take, and bishop is
Queen
hanging.
takes d2. Yeah.
So he went here, and then queen came in, and it was already game
Yeah.
over. So I think this was a very smooth win in the first round. In the
Yeah, I
second round,
enjoyed this one. Yeah. Yeah, this was not such a smooth win actually, because I
you know,
shouldn't
we
have.
were sitting like this, and in commentary I was like, okay, Hari of course goes rook c6, like this is Hari
Yes,
move, rook c6. But
yes.
we saw rook c7 is possible, and when you touch the rook, you played rook c7 here, which was truly amazing move actually.
Yeah, it's amazing because I won the game. But I have to say, I mean, if I see somebody making such a move, I would say like, "ये क्या move है? 5 paisa threat." Yeah, I mean, bishop c7 and d6. So
Yes.
that's winning, of course. Bishop c7, d6. Of course, if I can hypnotize, yeah, this is wonderful. But of course, he's not gonna take, and he just played rook of fate.
Yeah.
And now I kind of like missed one of the critical ideas of his. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't have gone into the position which I went in the game.
This
Yeah,
bishop
we
c5
can.
move.
Yeah, bishop c5, and I will tell you what I missed after a few moves. Queen
Check.
f3, king g1. Eh, yeah. Okay, queen d3 is quite nice. What did I play?
Yeah,
B6, yeah.
b6.
Yeah, e3. And I was like all the time calculating queen d2, king h3, e2, and queen h5 wins. And then there is queen e1.
Oh, queen e1 you missed. You thought this
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this is winning.
yeah, this is just winning. I,
Yes.
I mean, my whole rook c7 idea was based on this, but it was so unnecessary. And there was just queen e1, and now it gets problematic.
I think the winning line is something like
Yes, yes, yes,
take and b7 here.
yes, yes. b7 was winning. Yeah, e2 and queen.
Check. This is like the
No, check,
game.
queen check. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is the game, but he had one nice way instead of queen e1. No, no, sorry, e2. Sorry, I missed this one. E2, queen h5, and g4.
Ah, yes. Yes, exactly. G4.
This is what I missed. Actually, I was like, I missed queen e1, and then I saw bishop f7, and I
This
saw
is
the
this is
win.
what how you won. But
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
for
yeah.
him e2 was
Yeah.
drawn. Actually it was better for him
No,
perhaps.
e2 is better for him. E2 is better for him because if I play queen h5, I'm lost. I think
Yeah.
just
And I
g4.
think g4 you missed, yes?
Yeah, g4, queen g4, and then this queen h6 was just killer. I mean, bishop f, king h8, bishop f7, and queen h6 check.
Hmm. And then just queens, and you are
Just
lost.
queen, yeah, just queen. So yeah.
Yeah, this e2 would have made things very, very.
Yeah. No, I played actually quite nicely and outplayed him, and then this was quite unnecessary thing. I mean, rook c7 was the reason why I had to I had to fall into this. Yeah, I mean, if I don't allow this bishop c5 and queen f3 check, basically there is nothing.
True,
Also,
true.
there was at some point some h4 thing when his queen was on a7, a little bit earlier, not here. I think there was h4 here. Yeah, h4 here. Knight
Ah,
d8 and h.
just opening up.
Yeah, just opening rook h1, queen g4, and this is just lost.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so this was another nice win, and then came the very important, I think, decision in the entire.
Can you flip the board, please?
Yes,
Or
yes, I
yeah.
can. I think the very important decision came when against China you played,
Mhm.
and I think it was a very interesting one because Vidit had played 6 games, but there was a rest day.
Yeah.
And then when the board order came out, there were a lot of discussions like why this happened. Then a lot of people checked, oh, Hari has a +3 score against Wang Yue, so maybe that's the reason. Can you take us through this entire thing where it was decided you would play?
Well, basically, it's like this. Yeah, I mean, Vidit played all the games until this round. I think this is round
Yes,
seven,
seventh round.
and uh, we were kind of unsure, like if Ding would rest or Wang
Yes.
Yue would rest. We basically understood that three players would play. Wei, Yu Yangi, and Bo is almost sure certain to play. So it usually Boo does quite fine with the black pieces, and I believe he had won against Arjun, maybe one game or somewhere. I am not sure actually. And then I have a pretty nice score against Wang Yue. Okay, he was former world number 4 and so on, but I always had nice wins. Actually, I won against him in Asian Games 2006,
Oh,
where we beat China 3-0 with Sashi beating Bu and so on. So I have really nice memories against him. And yeah, also the important point is that Vidit gets a rest day, so he can like get ready for the second half, four games remaining. So that was the plan. I mean, there is no like deep strategy or something like that. And as I mentioned to Srinath, well, basically I am always ready. Like I'm always ready to play, even if it's rest days and so on. Some players will find it not easy, in the sense like to play after four games and suddenly you play against a player like Wang Yue or Chinese
yeah,
team and so on. You understand it's so much pressure, and your team is doing so well, so you don't have a chance to go wrong and stuff like that. So therefore, but I was pretty fine with this because I just played my game and tried to play just normal moves, and time also is quite important in the sense like not to think too much.
yeah.
So many things happened. I knew that my position is quite fine here with c4. Yeah, he after bishop e4. I felt black should be doing
Yeah,
very
here
well
we
here.
started to feel like, okay, this is looking really good for you. And
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
too,
This
if
is
you,
clearly why it went wrong.
yeah, if you struck with black pieces on board 4, that would be huge, right? Like, then India,
Actually, at that point, noticed that Yu Yangi's game was over, and
yeah,
I was watching Boo Arjun, and it felt like it would go in repetition because neither of them
yeah,
had any kind of unclear way to play. And then I saw Gukesh's position. Okay, in the opening, I was not sure about it, but then somehow it was unclear. So I thought, okay, our best chance is for me to win, and
Exactly.
okay. So I mean, here already I knew that I was better, and also you can see the time situation where I
Yes,
clearly
you
was
had more
ahead.
time.
Yeah, and yeah, the funny thing is, yeah, no, Rook F1 is okay.
He actually
Uh,
had very few moves somehow, in this position.
yeah, no, no, because also if he doesn't protect, I am coming with Queen C5, Rook D2, so he needs to be careful.
Right, right.
That's
So
why he put the rook on f1 and then yeah, knight d7.
I like this maneuver a lot. And in
Yeah, and
fact,
then
we were
yeah,
all
here
like,
for it.
okay, Hari will play
No,
rook to
no,
d3.
my hand almost reached to that rook d3 move actually here.
Right.
And then after the game, my wife is like, I mean, you should have remembered your game against Mamedyarov, from
Oh, yes.
Moscow Olympiad, where I played Rook D5. And I felt that I should just put Rook on D3, and if nothing happens, I can always move it. Yeah.
Mm.
And somehow here I started to go wrong with, yeah, just Rook D3, and then he's just completely paralyzed. He can't move anything
He
here.
can never take this rook, of course, because he
Yeah,
loses
yeah.
material. And even if he went back, like waiting, I think there
Even
are.
then, I'm not sure he's gonna take that rook in. Maybe here it's different story, but sometimes bishop
Yes,
d3,
because
cd3,
like let's
d4.
say for example you play something like this, and then
Yeah,
this is also a very nice position for you somehow, no?
yeah, something like this. Okay, maybe not f6
Yes,
because knight e6 is there, but
true.
generally that's what I felt. I felt that this is really really nice. But yeah, I mean, I should have just put the rook on d3 clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
And
I mean
then I went to, yeah, here I overestimated my chances, to be honest, in the sense like I felt I still had some chances, but yeah, it was around equal, and
hmm,
I should have just made draw. Yeah, here he started to play for of course
something.
win.
But I
Yeah.
think you never were in big trouble. I think you managed
Yeah,
to win.
actually, here I had to calculate until the end after g6, rook b7.
G6, rook
No,
b7.
no, no. I mean g6, fg6, rook
Ah,
b7
okay,
has
okay.
happened in the game.
Right.
Because here there are some small details, like if king e4, which actually Alexander Gushchuk was mentioning after the game immediately. So rook ff2 and rook takes d3. So now you give a check, rook ce2 first, and then after rook e3 you take rook b2. So you don't have rook d8.
Mm.
So this is one important thing. And the reason why you can't do king e3, rook f2 instead of king e4, uh, yeah, here he's gonna play b3 or b4. I think b4. Yeah,
Hmm.
b4. So now you can't play d2, and then you lose d3 pawn.
Ah.
That's the problem.
Wow. So you had to be very accurate. Take with the other rook here,
Yeah,
and
yeah. And
then
then I calculated actually the rook end game where my, yeah, we can go. Yeah. Basically, this I already saw this when I started into this. And this is just saving by one move. I mean, if you waste one move, it's lost.
so if he tried to go for a win, which was maybe with I don't know king
King
c6, right?
c6, yeah, king
Check.
c6, rook yeah, exactly, king b7 and g5 or h5, h5, let's say, b6, h4.
I don't know. Maybe king
Yeah,
a7,
yeah, then rook a1 check.
king b8,
No, this
h3,
is a bit tricky for yeah, h3, I think. Yeah.
and actually black is fine. Yeah, like here,
No, no, this black is fine. I think maybe the better way is king a8, maybe. Yeah.
here, h4,
Yeah,
king a8.
king a8. So rook a1, you have rook
Oh, rook a7.
a7. Yeah. But on the other hand, king a8 also some h3, h2, the queen check will come. Yeah.
True, true. Yeah, this
So
was. I think you had to be very careful, right? In the bar always shows equal, but it's like the entire match will
yes.
hang on by that one calculation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I had to be really precise here. I don't know how much time I spent for this whole Rook F8. I think from starting from Rook F8, I had to see until this.
Yeah, you took 10 minutes here.
Yes, that's why I was thinking, because if I don't want to go into this, I shouldn't play Rook F8. That's
Right. Wow. So that is a great. So you saw that, like, I mean, as I said, there were many interesting moments in your game,
yes.
and it was wonderful going through it. And Hari, apart from, let's say, these games, when you were not playing, how did you spend your time? Like, were you preparing or were you helping other players? How was it?
So all actually, so I would say like more like helping, not in the concrete way, but I had some role. I don't know how to put it, but I was giving some things and checking some openings as well, and I was keeping myself ready for the game. So I was going to the gym, and
Hmm.
naturally, um, well, my role also probably in the team meetings. Anyhow, but
Also,
yeah,
like, I think just building this positive atmosphere, yeah, this was, I think, you were able to do that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I asked Srinath who was the one who was the most lively in the entire group, and I was expecting him to say about some youngster, but he said it was you, so you were.
Yeah, I'm quite different, when I for the interviews and as a person. So I don't know. I mean, that's who I am. So yeah, generally when I meet, it's much easier for me in terms of like whatever.
Right.
But yeah, the kids were really fun. Like I mean, like how to say, it's also important that you make the things fun and stuff, but also the other party also should be liking it, and to have just go with it. Yeah. And yeah, I was in touch with the coaches, and sometimes Srina,
Seconds.
when we are discussing some the teams, opponents, or strategies and so on. So at the same time, I mainly focus that I might be asked to play.
Right.
That's the most important thing, and that's what I told him. I mean, if let's say if I have to suddenly play in round 10 or whatever, they can count.
Yes.
And at the same time, I'm not pushing that I should play because I played so many Olympiads or whatever, because I genuinely believe that what is important for the team is
Mm.
above, personally who wants to play how
Yes.
many games, etc. And that's what I truly believe is important
It's
for
amazing.
team
I
success.
know that
Yeah.
when someone is taking rest but has this thing, I want to play, the atmosphere is not that everyone's a bit stressed out. And when it's a
Yeah,
relaxed thing, it's a nice feeling.
yeah,
I know.
generally it's like, if you always say I want to play, then
Yes.
I'm not saying they will, but any of the player can say, okay, I have to do well in order to keep playing, otherwise I will get a rest. So this is one thing which I really wanted not to happen in the
Mm.
team.
Amazing.
And at the same time, they should also have the feeling that they are not playing with four players, but the fifth is always available if they wish to take rest.
Right. Brilliant. This is a great explanation, also of how you added so much of value to this team. And Hari, for you personally, what does this gold medal mean? And like, is this inspiration for you now to sort of play more? Is it like you're saying, I spoke to Harika and she said, okay, gold, and now I want to stop playing team tournaments. It's a lot of stress and so on. So how do you look at it?
So for me, definitely it gives a lot of motivation, inspiration, and very positive feelings to play more chess, and I mean leagues and individual events. Regarding the team, in the sense like for Indian team, this I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, it gives me immense pleasure, like the joy of playing chess and so on. So yeah, I keep playing until I find joy in playing chess. um I really didn't, I mean, like, I mean, it's so long, like 24 years is quite a long time. But it has been always like we were close. I mean, Baku, we were doing really well, but we finished fourth. And like this, many misses. But this medal really motivates me to work harder and and fight back in terms of ratings and rankings.
Amazing. One question that every Indian chess fan has on his mind is like, how are you looking at your career right now? Because you were the trainer of Ju Wenjun in her World Championship match. Here you are also playing tournaments, you're playing leagues. How are you looking at it? Is it something that you have thought about or just going with the flow?
Yeah, generally I just go with the flow. It's like many times, even in my chess, sometimes I feel like I should go for tactics, I go for it, or I should exchange queens or whatever. But regarding what I'm planning to do, I'm most I mean I am surely gonna play more chess. So that's that's what I can assure you. I
Amazing.
mean, provided that I manage to schedule my events properly, of course. But I am intending to play more.
Brilliant, brilliant. And Hari, your thoughts on these youngsters and also Gukesh playing for the World Championship now? What are your feelings? And when you looked at all three of them, Prag, Arjun, um, Gukesh, and also Vidit, who is kind of sort of your played with you many times, but is still sort of quite hungry.
He's actually in the middle of, let's say, my generation
Yes,
and the youngsters' generation. So he's not like he's 8 years younger to me. So I cannot put him in my generation.
true, true.
So yeah, I mean, Vidit, of course, has improved tremendously in the last two uh, 2 years, I believe. And at the Grand Swiss, I think this was maybe not the first time, but at the highest level that he lost the first match and he recovered and went on to win the event, which is, let's say, which shows that he is capable of fighting, like, um, how to say, overcome his problems or whatever. So that's really amazing. Like, I haven't seen something like that in recent times. And I'm sure that he's eager to reach top 10 and fight for the title. And regarding the youngsters, well, many journalists asked me, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I mean, like, it's always like, whom do you consider and so on. And when I said, like, you have, like, these youngsters and they are all equally promising, and you're asking me to pick one, which is quite um unfair, like, I genuinely told this, and people thought, okay, I'm being nice, but that's how I felt back then, and I feel the same way. And like, I feel that these three youngsters right now you are seeing, but there are there is a next generation waiting in the line, so definitely these three players are doing exceptionally well, and the depth in their chess is really really high, and the way they see chess and the way they fight to win the game, it's really impressive, I have to say. And they have matured quite a lot in last 1 year, I have to say, 1.5 year, because like ratings say something, but as a player I can sense the depth in their game, as well as the maturity in terms of playing strength, etc.
Amazing.
So I will not be surprised if all three of them cross 2800,
Wow.
in some time. It's Although I mean it's a really significant number, but it's not everything, and they know it.
Right, right. And you are also very objective. So your thoughts on this match of Ding and Gukesh? You think
Oh yeah.
everyone's talking about Gukesh being the favorite, but what are your thoughts?
Well, definitely, like if you analyze the current form and the physical shape of Ding, clearly Gukesh is on good shape, good form, has more energy, and he's the favorite in this match, according to me. But at the same time, um, Ding is somebody whom you should not take lightly, and not to be like, okay, this is gonna be an easy match, etc. Like this, one should not take this way, and it. Even though Ding is in really bad shape in at the Olympiad, and we saw in some other things, well, he's the current world champion. You cannot take him lightly, and Gukesh must give his best in order to win this match. And the form until the world championship match is really unimportant.
Mm,
So the form, when you see the game two, like let's say 2 games or 4 games, then it will be pretty much clear. And even, I mean, let's say in during this Ding versus Nepo match, basically Nepo was dominating
yeah.
the match, right? So in chess there is never like it's over until it's actually over, yeah? So that's how I see it. And but objectively, right now, Gukesh is a huge favorite.
Thanks, Hari, for those insights. And lastly, I want to ask you, all the entire team did meet the Prime Minister of India, and they were all together. We missed you there in those pictures. Were you not able to make it? I know it was at a very short notice. Did you miss it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, of course, I missed meeting honorable prime minister, sir, and also other
yes,
dignitaries which team met. Unfortunately, I could not make it. Also, I have busy schedule ahead of me, and these are the few days I can spend with my daughter and wife. So I can't really, miss this time. So, well, it's like this. So, and I promised her that I will come back
wow.
to pick her from school, etc., and so on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And definitely, when I visit, I will try to meet and
But the awards that were
I
given,
also, I also want to thank all the chess fans. I
mm,
mean, this is a good opportunity for supporting us during the event. I received so many messages. I couldn't reply, and after we won the gold, the love they have showed for the team, both the teams. Uh, I don't know. It's just out of the world. And also the reception both the teams got when they returned at every place is something I I will truly keep in my heart, and that's a wonderful feeling for me to see the chess players and chess getting the recognition it deserves.
Brilliant, Hari. Thank you so much for the time that you took out. I'm sure you are also with your family right now. So, thank you for taking out this time, for telling us all these insights, and also for being such a rock solid player for Team India for years, and I think you truly deserve this gold medal. So, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sagar, and always fun talking to you. And yeah, have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.